Greetings, everyone. For this month's monthly mental health training session, we will be talking about wellness checks, what they're all about, and how you go about getting one. So what is a wellness check? Well, it's a confidential 50-minute one-on-one session with a licensed mental health professional, where you'll discuss your current ability to cope with job stressors, good and bad, and also learn additional healthy ways to deal with these future stressors that we first responders face. You'll receive some psychoeducation about mental health and wellness, and particularly how it affects first responders, how our body reacts to these traumatic incidents, and ways that we can counteract that reaction. Something I really like about them is it establishes a baseline, which allows us to compare one year to the next. Similar as if you were going to your family doctor for an annual checkup, this just allows you to compare your results from this year to last year and see areas that you may be able to improve on or recognize areas that might be causing you some stress. It also allows you to put a foot in the door, connects you to a therapist, and makes the next call that much easier. Similar to getting started up in the gym, getting started sometimes is the hardest part. So what I like about this is it allows you to have that foot in the door, make a connection to a mental health provider, so when times get a little tough for you and you feel as though you need to reach out to somebody, you've already established a connection, and it makes that phone call that much easier. What it isn't. A wellness check is not a fitness for duty evaluation. It does not decide whether you should be pulled from the trucks or not responding to calls anymore. It's just for you to recognize areas of improvement and learn some new coping strategies. It's not a form of punishment, and it's not intended to screen for mental health diagnosis or disorder. If this is something you'd like to be screened for, you can mention that to the therapist at the time of your wellness check or make a separate appointment to be screened for a diagnosis or disorder. The goals of the wellness check. Goals of the wellness check are to identify current coping strategies, learn new ways to deal with job stressors. You receive psychoeducation on mental health for first responders, and review measures assigning a numerical value to your levels of burnout, professional satisfaction, and overall stress to be reviewed annually. There is some paperwork involved before you do your wellness check, which takes some time, so I do recommend that you get started on that at least a few days before your check. A few more details regarding the wellness check, where it takes place. At this point, you could still book virtually or for an in-office appointment. Who you will see is Dr. Negasawa or one of her associates. Or if you currently have a good relationship with a mental health provider, please just ask them about this service and see if it's an option that they make available to you. And again, what it is, it's a 50-minute session to review areas of strength, areas to improve, get some psychoeducation and recommendations for optimal health. Again, your information is completely confidential and not shared with the department. All the fire department may receive are some stats as to how many of our firefighters are booking wellness checks. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, or it's your time to book again for your annual wellness check, here are the next steps. First, contact Bay Psychology at support@baypsychology.ca, or you can call the office at 705-478-7771. Request a wellness check. And please specify that you are a North Bay firefighter. They do provide a backdoor service for our firefighters so that we can be seen quicker than the general public. Please complete Bay Psychology's wellness check intake forms, which will be emailed to you. And you can meet with Dr. Negasawa or an associate to review your overall wellness and develop a plan to maintain or achieve wellness. Lastly, I'd like to go over the cost and how we go about submitting this through our benefits. The cost of an annual wellness check is $350. And this amount is more than the maximum hourly rate payable by Manulife. So when we submit these forms through Manulife, please put it in as a 2-hour appointment, as there is additional hour of time taken by the mental health professional to go through the wellness check intake forms, and that's what contributes to the increased cost. And if you have any questions about the wellness checks or about the benefit submission process, please do not hesitate to reach out to myself or a member of our peer support team. Thanks for your time in going through this process with me, and I hope you find it valuable. Have a great day.